What experts had warned against decades ago has become a reality today.
A 13-year drought has hit the country, bringing water levels to a historic low.
Chile has declared a state of disaster in several central and southern regions after a heatwave.
Water is running scarce in Chile as the country has entered the 13th year of record-breaking
The
drought.
water situation in the country is critical because today we are seeing the impacts that were predicted 20
Rainfall
and 30
has
years
slumped
ago.
and temperatures continue to rise.
Now there is no water. It is a desert here. Animals are dying.
Fast-spreading fires burn everything in their path: forest, farms and homes. 2,300 firefighters have been deployed.
Helpless civilians have died trying to flee in cars through the smoke. At least 2 were left off.
We have to prepare for there to not be enough water for everyone who lives here.
I think because I have a strong connection with the ocean since I'm a child. My granddad, my uncles and aunties from the side of my mom, everybody have been in connection with the sea. My granddad is fisherman, and a lot of my aunties are collectors of algae in Chile. Then since I'm a child, I have been surrounded with water. I have that connection, I think, and with the animals as well. It's like I love to see the swans coming, and then it's like they watching you outside of the window and they asking you for food, and I think it's quite nice.
Yeah, because it's like most of people live in a flat or live in a house, and you go outside and you have the roads and the sideway. We go outside and we have water. We are basically living in something that is alive.
I think the boat give this kind of sensation that you are moving permanently, and it's like feeling as you are a baby inside of the boat, and your mother is the water.
We are both environmental activists there, so we work with communities. We try to stop projects that are not properly designed, thinking in the communities and in the environment. We are both professionals of there. In Chile, you can buy a river. So basically, rivers can be a private property, so you can buy the water of the river. You can buy the complete river, basically. So they are cutting the rivers that before all of the fruit were feeding a lot of communities and keeping them alive. Now the private industry buy the river and only use it for the fruit, and the people are getting without water. Where we live, water is not a big problem yet because we live quite into the south of the country. So during the winter we still have a lot of precipitation, and it's not a big problem where we live. But if you go a few hundreds of kilometers to the north, which in Chile is not much, because Chile is really long, you can see that problems, and really big problems, are starting, because you have really big communities that are just at the edge of being without water.
I have 1 week and a half of holidays that I was with my mom, fighting with my family and friends of my mom, fighting the fires. 1-to-1, I could show you some photos. It was like super stressful. Took me almost 2 weeks to fully recover when I arrived here. 2 days I fully sleep. It's like kind of a stressful situations that you are not used to. You are not used to live. And it's so sad because my mom have a native forest. She protect the native forest. We call her the fairy of the forest. You try to protect a little part of native forest, and you want to protect. My mom is very into protect water, the forest, and work with the communities and everything. But in surrounding, you have like a massive industry of pines and eucalyptus that is impossible to fight. And I think this kind of treatment to people and treatment to the nature, as you say, is like, we don't like to discuss too much about politics, but it's above politics. It's like human rights and nature rights.
By this moment are only few small rural communities that are without water, so it's kind of easier to keep that out of public view. But soon big cities are going to start being without water, and that is going to be a huge problem.